Hey, Biker Trash here. It's about 9:30. I've got to wake up in 5.5 hours to go to work at a new place. I filmed 3 reviews today that, uh, basically my laptop crashed right in the middle. Well, no, not even in the middle. I hit this thing to process it to save it, and my computer crashed. Uh, Windows Movie Maker crashed at least and ate it. So uh, can't upload that. I'm just gonna have to re-edit it when I come back in from offshore. Um, kind of sucks because I stayed up later than I should have to get it edited to begin with. But anyway, um, starting a new job tomorrow with new people, whole new company, not just a new contract. I had been with the company I'd been with for about 6 years, but after some things happened recently, I just decided I need to try somewhere else. Um, I hope it goes well. This company's treated my little brother very well. I mean, I've been in the oil field just in production for 6 years, actually going on 7 now, but he's making $3 an hour more than me after only having worked in this line of work for about, I think, less than 3 years. I think he's at like 2.5 years right now. Because what's bad with the company I was working for, they seem to figure that, well, he's working for us for this. Why bother giving him a raise? You know, if you ain't quit yet, you ain't gonna quit. My last raise I got because I threatened to quit and go to work for the company I'm going to work for now. The other company had already given me an offer. They'd had a spot for me. They offered me X amount of dollars. I went to give my notice at the company I was working for, and they said, "Well, what are they offering you?" I said, "This is what they got for me." "Well, what if we can give you 50 cents more an hour and you get to stay with us and keep your seniority and everything else?" I said, "Well, that sounds good." So I went to work for on this new contract with a raise and a promotion up to an A operator's position. Worked there for one hitch. They called from where I was at before. See, I was at a weird position where I was before in Texas. I was the only guy working for the company that I worked for. Everybody else was with a different contract company. Well, I left and they decided they wanted to get rid of the other contract company and just go with the one that I'd worked for. So because I was the only one that had ever worked there, they said, "Hey, would you like to go back?" And I was thinking, man, this could be a good advancement for me. I could go back over there. I've got my A, I've got my raise, I know the place. It could be a good thing. Well, I say, yeah, I'll go back. Then the day before I go back, now I had to stay home for 2 straight weeks because of this, because they were swapping from B crew to A crew. Because of that, I missed an entire pay period. I only got one check last month because there was one pay period I just didn't work because they had to swap me from B crew to A crew. Then, the day before I go to work, they call me and say, "Hey, you still going to work tomorrow?" I said, "Well, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? I said I was going to go to work." I said, "Okay. Oh, and by the way, your pay is getting cut back." I was like, "What do you mean?" "Well, all they'll pay you is what you was making before, so we're having to cut you back to what I was making before." So they cut my pay by $2.50 an hour. And I said, "Well, what's up with that?" "Well, that's all that Billy Madden will pay for you. He's not going to pay you any more than what he was paying before. I was like, well, do I still have my A operator? Well, yeah, you're an A operator, but you're just going to have to work for B pay. So, because I had nothing else to do, I went back over there. And, like I was thinking that I was going to get to work and do some bigger stuff than what I was doing because I was the only one there that had ever been there before. They stuck me on permanent nights, so there was no advancement. In fact, I was knocked back from what I was before because at least before I could work a week of days, then work a week of nights. And when I'm working days, I can go out in the bay and get away from the land site and do stuff. And when you're working nights, all you have to do is get numbers all night, keep an eye on things, and cut grass. So it's just back in the same dead end I was in before. So I came home. I was upset about number one, the pay cut, because I mean that right there, they cut my pay over $200 a week by cutting me back that much. Because I'm guaranteed 84 hours each week that I go to work. So anyway, I'm laying in bed here at home. My phone rings. It's the company that I just went to work for, and they said, "Hey, you came in a few weeks back to put in an application. You still looking for a job?" I said, "Well, what you got?" And they talked to me a little bit. I got a little bit of my raise back, going back with these people, not to what I was at a month ago, but better than what Island. Well, I didn't mean to say my company I was working for's name. Better than what they'd cut me back to. So at least I'm making a little bit better. But now I have a whole bunch of people I've never worked with, and I don't know any of them from Adam. So I'm just a little bit nervous about it because tomorrow is going to be my first impression that I can make with a brand new company. So I really need to go ahead and get to bed. Y'all have a good day. Uh, I've already got 3 reviews filmed, so next week when I come home, there will be 3 reviews. And if you're curious what they are, it's going to be Dark of the Moon, Air Raid, Supercon Armada Prime, and a mystery thing that it's going to be a one-of-a-kind review for me because I'm never reviewing another one of these things again. So anyway, y'all have a good day. I hope everything goes well for y'all. I hope even more that everything goes good for me because I'm a little bit concerned about this.